All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, and welcome to the stream. Yep, we are streaming again at a super early hour for no fucking reason. Oh wait, there is a reason. I can't sleep, so hopefully you guys are doing good. A lot of familiar faces here in the chat. Thank you guys. Hope you all having a good morning. Yeah, no, I just dude, like this sleep schedule shit, it fucking sucks ass, man. It fucking sucks ass. Because, like, I'm trying to, I'm really just trying to get back on track with it, and it's just my system's not resetting. I wake up, like, I'll go to bed at, like, maybe, like, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, try to wake up at 7, and I'm just exhausted. Plus, like, obviously, my dad needs me, so if he ever, like, rings the bell for me and everything like that, I gotta wake up and run downstairs, so, having your sleep interrupted and everything like that means you're not gonna get full sleep and everything, so, yeah, it's a lot of sleep I don't get, but I don't know, it is what it is, right? So yeah, like this is the current like stage that we're at right now. If I feel like streaming, we'll stream early, but I mean, it is what it is. Is what it is, but yeah. So we're gonna be playing Resident Evil 3 today. I don't know if we're gonna actually sit down and beat it, but we're gonna do it. So we're gonna get as far as we can. This game I can go through pretty fast, honestly. So it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so a lot of discourse, a lot of discourse around the Silent Hill movie and how terrible it is. And yeah, well, I saw it, man, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you don't want to be right about these things because I don't want video game adaptations to fail. I don't want these things to fail, but Jesus Christ, like, so I won't spoil it for anybody that still actually wants to go see it, right? But I'm going to say this, it's not a spoiler. Every character in this game, and the way that Silent Hill 2 just is as a game as a whole, the problem is, it's a watered-down version of the video game. The acting from a lot of the actors is atrocious. Some of the characters that barely show up in this film at all. They're there for, like, I think Eddie's there for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes. Nothing really gets resolved with any of these characters, and it's crazy. Now, the ending... Cascade had pointed out to me something about the ending that was really cool. I won't say it or anything. I won't say it, but you guys will have to go see the film for yourself to see what I saw, but and what Cascade saw as well. But it's just not a good film. It's not a good film, unfortunately. And a lot of people will try to say that it is, or that you're just hating on it. It's like, no, we're not hating on something that is actually bad. Like this is just another movie in a long line of bad adaptations. The only thing I will say about the Silent Hill film that actually works is the actual overall set designs. Absolutely amazing. Feels right out of the game. They did it. They did a really good job with that, and I appreciate the hard work that went into that, because clearly whoever was doing the set design was a fan. So, it's crazy. If people stop going to bad movies, they will stop making bad movies. Jay Sherman, the critic. I didn't really watch that show when I was younger. Like, I saw some episodes of it, but I think, like, it was just a little, like, I was too young for it to understand. But when he was in that Simpsons episode where they made the movies, the fan film festival and everything, they got Jay Sherman to be a part of it. Like, that shit he was great in that. And it's just like, well, Jay, like, we're glad that you came to our town, and we hope that you think, like, you don't think any less of us now that you've been here. And he's like, and if you ever want to come to my show, and Bart's like, nah, we won't be doing that. But anyway, back on track. These, I feel that these bad adaptations of movies and even TV shows are setting everything back. They were starting to get on track with things like, obviously, the 3 Sonic movies, the Super Mario Brothers movie. All those things were really working hard for us fans, right? Like, these people wanted to make movies that were loved. And yeah, like, there's some issues with, like, the first Sonic movie and the first Mario Brothers movie, well, the CGI one. It's got some issues, right? but they're still fun. Like they did not really forget what the films were supposed to be about. I think some of the voice casting choices in Mario is very weird. But what I'm trying to get at is, if we have lost so much because of these films, it keeps setting us back instead of going forward, because now we're going to be getting less good adaptations and more bad ones. I mean, let's face it. The Last of Us, the first season deserves the praise that it got, and any hate that it got kind of deserved it too. However, when you really look at season 2 of that show, holy crap, was that a slog. Was that fucking terrible, dude. And they just keep doing this. They're missing the point. And now, with Silent Hill done, the next one that comes out, at least I think the next video game one that comes out, is Resident Evil. And they put something out that just kind of made me go, what the fuck? Let me show you guys what they were saying, and because this is just messed up. This is just messed up. Hold on. Let me pull this up here, because yeah, here it is. All right, let's go over to here. So, okay. So, guys, you see this, right? You see this right here? You see it all? Yeah, Zach Krieger. Yeah, hold on. Let's click on this. Zach Krieger's Resident Evil will be a new origin story, says Ash Crossan. I think you guys are going to be blown away by his imagination, his ideas, and his kind of comedic his comedic kind of journey through this crazy, wild time in this Resident Evil story. Do I even need to say it? Like, do I really need to even say it? Right? Like, I made this post, didn't expect it to catch fire like this. It's been crazy, but they're just doing everything the wrong way. You're not supposed to do films like this. Like, it's like I said right there where it says, it's like, bro, just make your own damn zombie film at this point. Like, why isn't he just making his own zombie film at this point? Because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. The fact that we fans keep getting dragged through it. And some of the comments I was getting from some of the idiots there on Twitter. Jesus Christ, man. Like, so many people are idiots. They don't understand. These films shouldn't be for the casual audience. These should be for the fans. And people keep saying, why would you just play the game? It's like, you don't understand. This is what I'm going to get into right now. You guys don't understand that you can make a Resident Evil movie or a Resident Evil series. And I did a video on this after that horrible Netflix show failed and everything, the live action Netflix one. And I had said this. If you want to do these things right, you got to look at the source material, because there's so much stuff that people do not know about, because people are just looking at the games, right? But there's so much in between the games. Look at the S.D. Perry novels. You could literally adapt stuff from those to put into a season. Season 1 of Resident Evil could be the first game. And who would animate it? The people who either did Castlevania or, I say, Hellsing Ultimate. And you literally make the first 2 episodes about us getting to know the stars, because in the S.D. Perry novels, that's what happens. Jill meets those 2 little girls. She helps them out, and they're some of the first victims, which gives Jill a stake in the fight of, like, why she personally wants to see these murders come to an end and find out what's what. So, like, that's like a big deal to help build it. And then episode 2 ends with the team getting the radio call that Bravo team, is crashed. They had like mechanical issues, and then they all look at the radio. Cuts to episode 3, and it's everybody gearing up, ready to go, gassing up the helicopter, everything else in between, and it just writes itself from there, right? And and I thought of a really cool aspect to how you would do a Resident Evil, like how you, before the final episode of, like, the big reveal of Wesker to the fan, not the fans, the stars members and stuff like that. The episode before all that happens, you take a break and you go back to the past and you tell the Lisa story, Trevor, for 1 episode. You do the Lisa Trevor story, people will love that. That creature that's stalking and going around the place and everything like that, and you think is dead, tell her story and then have her come back. Take the Umbrella Chronicles thing where Wesker's running through the mansion and he's fighting Lisa Trevor. Right there you go. But, it's like you're saying, Johnny. Yeah, source material is key. You can build off of it so much. Like we discussed the other night about Street Fighter Assassin's Fist and what they did. People don't want to see these fanfics. Okay, we want to see the characters that we know and love. And some people are like, well, nobody complains when Marvel adapted movies from the comics. Dude, comics are very different. Okay? Comics are very difficult to adapt at times. To fit into a small movie. All right? Where, like I said, a season works better. Season 2 of Resident Evil would be Resident Evil 2. You would literally have the first episode where Jill, like you do it what they did in the Columbine Cove thing. Rebecca's riding her bike through Raccoon City after the mansion incident. The stars have been suspended. Jill and Chris are at Barry's house for a big meeting. David Trapp shows up, another Stars member from Maine. And then they do the thing where Barry's house gets attacked by Umbrella, and then you find out it's actually Stars members that are attacking them. They end up, have this massive shootout. They escape Barry's house. They're jumping over fences, firing back at the enemies, and they eventually think to go to Brad's place because Brad skipped town after the mansion incident, and his place was still up for his lease wasn't up yet, so it was vacant. Perfect example to set that up, and them realizing that they all have to go to Europe now or do the thing that they have to do. And Jill agrees to stay behind to gather evidence on Umbrella and all that stuff, right? Perfect way to set that up. Then starting with Resident Evil 2 and you starting with Claire and Leon just writing in. These are the things that you just could do, and then you take the what do you call it there? The sound clips. Like if you guys ever played the Dark Side Chronicles and you unlocked the audio files that they had in there, where it literally shows, not shows, but you hear Annette calling Sherry, telling her to stay inside. It's not safe. And then eventually, she calls her later on and says, no, you have to get out of the house, get to the police station where it's safe and everything like that. I'll meet you there. And then you could show a portion of how Sherry got to the RPD, which I thought they would do in RE2 Remake, and they never friggin' did. They never showed how she got there. So this would be the perfect chance to show that. Again, sprinkling little things from, audio files and books and comics is what makes these things work. And they just keep making all of these new, they just keep making all these things where it's like, oh, it's an original story and it's going to have this and Leon's story's already been told. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. And it's so asinine because it's going to be bullshit. And people are like, oh, Zach Krieger knows what he's doing. Does he really? Did you guys, people just go off the praise that Weapons and Barbarian gets. The problem is, those movies aren't as great as you think they are. If you actually sit down and really watch them, you're going to see the flaws in them. And I'm not talking, like the first and second act of those movies are very good. They're very, very good, right? But it's the third act, everything falls apart in his movies at the third act. He can't stick the landing. And it's going to be the same thing with this. This is literally going to be such a waste of goddamn money. It really is. So, ultimately, when you're making adaptations, movies aren't going to work as much because movies are expensive. If you do an animated version of it, you're better off. It will work much better. You get the voice actors from the games to play the characters. You do everything you possibly can to respect the fans. Because if you respect the fans will be like, oh my God, they're getting the voice actors for this. Everything. They've already shown the first season of trailer. And oh my God, there's so much gore and violence. They showed Kenneth getting his throat ripped out and everything and his head fell off. Oh my God, this is insane. The dogs attacking Joseph was bloody as hell. And when the fans start talking about that, the casual audience is going to be like, oh man, they're fans. I'm going to listen to them. They know what they're talking about. This is exactly what we need. And that's what they need to do. That's exactly what they need to do. And I'm sorry, I just don't see them doing that because it's the right thing. It's too smart. And these movie companies, the problem is the directors might want to do certain things with them. Because, what was that guy? Johannes or whatever his name was that did Welcome to Raccoon City? He actually had a good script. He had a good script. There were things that he wanted to do, things that would have made the movie make sense because you could see where that movie was heavily chopped up. But ultimately, he didn't get to do what he wanted to do. So now we're just stuck with, constant bad adaptations. And people keep saying, oh, give it a chance. It's going to be great. Based on what? What am I do? Why am I going to give this a chance when for 20-something years we had Paul W.S. Anderson fucking everything up with his movies? Then Welcome to Raccoon City came out, and that was trash. The live-action Netflix was terrible. All right? Like, people will say the CGI movies are terrible. No, they're just serviceable. Like, they're fan service. And it works because they're telling stories in the world of Resident Evil. And it worked. So, ultimately, these companies, I don't think they're ever going to change unless they either get real fans to work on the projects, like how real fans worked on, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake alongside the developers. And same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake. You had, like, a lot of the OG team work on it, and the new people that came in grew up playing the original Final Fantasy VII. So they knew what they had to do. That needs to be the same when it comes to making TV shows, because if not, you're going to keep getting TV shows like The Last of Us Part 2 and movies like Silent Hill and everything else that's crappy with those live-action movies. It's a shame, because you don't want these things to fail, but at this point, they have to fail. They have to lose money and realize, okay, you know what? Maybe we should listen to what the people online are saying. I doubt they'll ever do that, but, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, 10 people watch right now, guys. That's good enough, I think. Let's get this going, shall we? All right. Oop. Okay. I get the game screen up. There we go. Also, let me know if you guys, I want to know something from you guys. I'm thinking about doing a video talking about every single Mercenaries game. You think that would be a good idea? Because I love the Mercenaries a lot, so let's see. I gotta go. I love this outfit for Jill. You know, I was really thinking about it because, so right now I'm still working on the Twisted Metal retrospective. I'm gonna do a Max Payne retrospective right after the Twisted Metal one is done. But I could still make videos in between, and I honestly have thought about doing a Mercenaries video. I really do want to do one. I think it'd be kind of dope to do. God, I love this game. This game just never gets old for me.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
Are you, though? Yo, Oscar, what's going on? Inventory, that's true. They keep freaking up these live actions, even though the script has already written itself. Yeah, essentially, yeah, exactly.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there. How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone!
The Dreamcast version of RE3 was the one I had. Hell yeah, dude.
I told you. I'm not leaving. Never.
Yeah, I think I've got the volume up on it pretty good. So let me know how the volume in the game sounds, guys. But I think it's pretty good. Yo, Shadow Wolf, what's going on, dude? An idea: a video comparing the Mercenaries modes in every Resident Evil game that include the mode. Well, I mean, that's what the video would be. The video would literally be me talking about every single mode and talking about, like, the strengths and weaknesses of each game. That's, like, literally what that thing would be. Because I do want to do the idea that I've had for years. I did start it on this channel years ago. It was called Let's Learn Mercenaries, where... All right, got that. Yeah, it's called Let's Learn Mercenaries, and what I would do is I would play as every character and talk about the strengths and weaknesses of each character. That was the, what do you call it there? That's, I think that'd be kind of cool. I did one episode. I think it was Leon. This was years ago. I think I used the Wii footage, too. 18 people watching right now. Holy shit, guys. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, guys, because the thumbs up button helps the stream get seen while it's happening, and also it helps it get seen even afterwards, too. So greatly appreciate that. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Oh, trash is finally coming today. All right. I thought they were coming yesterday, but they, what was it? Martin Luther King Day delayed it. I completely forgot about that. Which is funny, because I went to the bank on Martin Luther King Day, and it obviously wasn't open. Oh, double dome split. Just one dome split. But yeah, I was talking to my buddy. Oh, shit. Okay, that was. I was talking to my buddy Nick and my pal Logan, and I was gonna get them over here to play some games at some point. Dome split. Play some 4-player games, or well, obviously with just 3 of them would be 3 and stuff. But I could probably get my buddy Josh to come over too. All of us play some Mario Party or whatever, you know. I always love that zombie sound effect because it sounds like he's just drunk. Like he fell over, he's like, ah. Yeah, the weather's looking really rough right now. I mean, I went to the store yesterday, and, Nope. I went to the store yesterday, and there was nobody there. I was shocked. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill.
But yeah, so I went there and it was just completely empty. It was so empty. And it was honestly kind of therapeutic. I don't know about you guys, but like going to the store when it's empty is nice. Because I remember like me and the girls from the restaurant, like the restaurants I used to work at, we would all go after hours to Walmart. Because like our restaurant closed around like 11. We'd get out around 11:30, close to midnight, and we'd just go to, we would just go to, yeah, that was weird. We would just go to Walmart and just buy stuff and then hang out afterwards. It was a good time. But it's very therapeutic. So I went there, and all of a sudden, like, there's starting to be people that I noticed that are walking around, no big deal, whatever. But it was just nice, and it was nice and quiet. And then I get up, and there's only 2 registers open. Self-checkout's open, but I've got, like, what I assumed, like, was $300 worth of fucking food. Technically, it was only $230, so fucking expensive-ass shit, man. Food's way too expensive. I gotta start growing my own potatoes and shit like that. Anyway, so, like, I'm there, and there's this woman out in the front, right? She's in line, and she's not bagging her own groceries. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And she's just texting on her phone, and this woman has a lot of fucking food, right? So the cashier, she's literally bagging everything she can, and the woman's on her phone, and, she's got a lot of shit. So I go, as nice as I possibly can, I was like, oh, ma'am, could you please help her bag your groceries? A lot of us have a lot of frozen stuff right now, and it looks like it's getting defrosted and everything, and all of us kind of need to get on our way. Would you be willing to, bag your groceries? And she was like, why the fuck would I do that? I was just like, she's like, that's what their job is for. And I was like, wow. I was like, that is fucked up. And so I got mad. I took my sunglasses off, everything, and I just slowly said to her, I was just like, ma'am, you can either bag your own shit or I bag it. And if I bag it, I fucking break it. And she bagged 2 bags because the lady, the cashier had already finished bagging most of it. But, like, everybody was giving me, like, the thumbs up and stuff like that in line. The other line next to me was all, like, nodding, giving me a thumbs up. Like, people fucking suck ass, dude. Like, why do you gotta be that miserable of a person? I know I'm a miserable human being, but I don't fucking project it onto people. You know? Four, 3, 1, 2. Let's go. Played Mario Party last night with my friend and his wife, and we lost the CPU. That's happened to me and my friends. We've done the same thing. What the fuck? What the? Oh, double dome split. Look at that distance it got. Holy crap. Somebody clip that. It's a mod? Nope. This is the Dreamcast version. Yeah, this is actually, out of all her alternate outfits that this game gives you, this is my favorite outfit for her. Like, no joke. All right, we'll be good. Oh, come on. Yeah, like this outfit for Jill is just a regular button-down black, what do you call it there? Sorry, a button-down blue dress shirt. That's it. And I'm pretty sure, I can't tell if they're jeans, but I think they're jeans. If not, they're leather pants, but... Technically, my favorite outfit for Jill, and this surprises a lot of people, to be honest. My favorite outfit for Jill is actually... what do you call it there? Yeah, let's go. Is her Lost in Nightmares outfit. The blue outfit with the baseball cap. That is my favorite Jill outfit. That girl rocks a baseball cap like nobody's business, man. A lot of people are like, I thought it'd be Resident Evil 3. I was like, no. That's not even, like, I mean, because for me, it goes 3, then the outfit that I'm wearing now, then it, sorry, no, it goes, Lost in Nightmares, this outfit right here, then it goes, you know, oh boy, Double Dome Split. Then it goes RE1, then it goes RE3. And honestly, RE3 Remake Jill's outfit, I'm thinking about that now, I don't hate it like a lot of people did. To be honest, I was kind of glad that it was as easy as it was to cosplay and shit for friends of mine who wanted to cosplay Jill so bad and like me do the photos for them, because it made it so much easier. Okay. You swear that there's a denim outfit? Oh, there is. I don't think it's in 3 though. It's one of the RE1s. She's got that black low cut shirt that's like super tight, and then shows off her her stomach, and then she's got the jeans in that. And Chris's alternate outfit is his Made in Heaven bomber jacket. Mm. There's 17 people here right now, guys. Greatly appreciate that. Again, these early morning streams seem to be a lot of people seem to tune in for him, so I'm happy about that. Because sometimes, like, when you go live and it's not your normal time, people, like, don't show up or they're still asleep or whatever the case may be. So, again, I'm thankful for you guys showing up. Nice. I remember when I was with my buddy Josh playing this game, and one of the dogs jumped at me, and Jill has that ability to do the dodge roll, and when she does, she goes into a crouching position and fires. So we had the Magnum, and I did it, and I shot the dog in the ass, and its head blew off. Fucking could not stop laughing. Josh and I had never seen anything like that. And me and my buddy Josh, we've been playing these games essentially since they came out. Josh wasn't really there for like RE1 as much. It was really RE2 where he started joining me to play that. 2 and 3 was the one we played so much of. And he was there as well during Code Veronica. Because believe it or not, like, I actually, back in the day, like, I mean, obviously these games scared the crap out of us back in the day, right? But Code Veronica really scared the shit out of me. Because it was such a graphical leap from what we knew from this, right? Like, I mean, we went from this to what Code Veronica looks like, you know? And to go from one to the other like that, whew. And Code Veronica's atmosphere is really scary. And they had a lot of jump scare moments, so I couldn't really play the game by myself. I had to wait till Josh would come over or he was done with homework or whatever.
Scum!
Jules' OG outfit in this is silly, not because of her outfit itself, but the scenario of being day 4 of a zombie instead of being caught unawares at the farmer's market. But yeah, oh, I saw another article. I meant to save it and everything, but it was some stupid article saying that Resident Evil 4 saved the Resident Evil franchise. And I'm like, no, it changed it, but it didn't fucking save it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I know that Zero and Remake didn't sell that well back in the day and shit like that, but Capcom was never in any danger from what I knew.
Wait, how did he find me?
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Yeah, we're fine, though.
Let's go crazy!
Oh, shit, he actually got up. Yo, Lightside Vader, thank you for the $5 super chat, my dude. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the badass streams, Tony. Your gameplay and insight on the games you play is awesome. Well, like I said, I mean, you kind of gotta be a entertainer when you stream. Like, I don't get some of these streamers, man, that I see out there. I really don't understand them. It's like,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
you have, yo, Matthew Hendricks, remember for 9 months. Hi, Tony, hope you're doing well. You know, doing best I can, everything like that. Thanks for coming by, man. Thank you for being a member for almost a year. Holy shit, dude. But yeah, no, like, you gotta be an entertainer. Because like I said, I've seen some streams where these guys are just sitting there. They're barely saying anything. Or I've seen, like, female streamers on there that just keep, like, leaning forward and shit and doing stuff that's completely dumb. And everybody's throwing money at them. I was like, no one's entertaining. You Neither the guys or the girls are super fucking entertaining. Like, what is this shit? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. So, you know, I always just want to be entertaining for people. Because who wants to watch a stream where nobody says anything or does anything? That's one of the reasons why I love having, like, my best friend and his cousins and our buddy Josh come over. Because all of us have been gaming for, like, 30 years together. So we have some great shit. Especially, Mario Party's good, man. But you play Tekken, you get a lot out of us from Tekken. Whew, that breeze is cold. Holy shit. So I got my window open because, you know, my heating baseboards are right here. My computer's right here. And the heat rises, and it's just... It sucks. I really just want to, like, take my PC and put it over here behind my computer so I can open the window a little and get proper ventilation. But, you know, it just doesn't happen. I haven't done it yet because I haven't found a stand that can hold this rig. But, yeah, you got to be entertaining, man. Because if you're not entertaining, you're not doing the job right. And that's what streaming is. Streaming is being part entertainer. And I look at someone like Conan O'Brien as, like, my biggest inspiration for all that, because he's like that. You know, he's just a joy to watch. Ah, damn it. Nope. What? Oh boy. Perfect. Thank God there's a first aid spray right downstairs. But yeah, no, Conan has always been a great entertainer. He has been. And you know, his early years, you see him trying to find his footing and stuff like that. It's a little cringe here and there. But you know what? He always put on a good show. And unlike other people like Colbert and Kimmel and Fallon, and even, you know, he gets it. He understands what funny is. He doesn't take himself seriously. He's the butt of so many of his own jokes, you know, and he takes care of the people that work for him. He does really good. Like, he's literally, like, the nicest fucking guy. One of his staff members, he wanted to get married to his husband, and I guess, like, at the time it wasn't legal in certain places, and Conan got ordained to do it. It's like, dude, that's fucking awesome. You know? That's a boss. You know? That's someone who takes care of his people. And he's just very entertaining. I've always loved this. I mean, even, like, when he does the Clueless Gamer, when he was doing that segment and stuff, holy shit, man. Like, that stuff was funny as fuck. And when he had, like, the New England Patriots on there in one of them, too, it was awesome. You know, he was just really good at what he did, and he's the prime example of what to be. And I love how he called all these, what do you call it there? These late-night talk show hosts out. I love it. I am so happy he did that. Oh, I forgot to get that crank. Oh, I gotta go back. He was saying it's like they've all become so obsessed with, like, it was something like, you know, they've all become obsessed with politicians, and they forgot what it's really about. They're causing a lot of rage farming, or essentially is what he was saying. He's saying that pretty much these guys are supposed to do a job and make people laugh, and they're not making people laugh. They're just causing more problems out there. You know, and that's the great thing about Conan. Like, he's never really political. He makes fun of everybody. And again, that's like what I try to be. You know, no politics, just help people forget about the world for a while. Because that's what late night shows did. That's like what Conan was so well known for, and what he did was just making people laugh. I literally love how it's so friggin' cold that, like, the water bottles I have here keep cracking from the cold air hitting the bottles and stuff. Carson never really picked sides. He was just the guy that wanted to be an entertainer. He just wanted to, like, have great guests on and everything like that, you know? And I mean, and Carson did it really well, but I think Conan perfected it. I really do feel like that. Whoop, whoop. Oh boy, here we go. Dodging through. There we go. What is this, school? Yes, it is school. Now answer or you will fail. I just wanted to get people's insight if they wanted to see like the mercenaries video that I had planned, like an idea, and from what the poll is saying, people are liking it. So yeah, 100% said hell yeah to the mercenaries video. So I'll get working on that at one point. Thankfully, getting footage for those isn't that difficult at all. So the only one that's going to be a problem is probably the one that's on the ISO, or ISO, I should say. I've seen it. It's pretty shitty. Woo! Body chunks everywhere. Let's go. Oh, Craig Ferguson was great. He was another guy that never really took himself seriously. I remember like his final show too. I watched that live. That was like a crazy goodbye. You know, you could tell like he probably would have kept going, but he did want to do other things.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right?
And then what's his name? James Corden took over, and he's done. James Corden is fucking done. He
Hey, I'm no
like
ordinary
what he
kid.
became and how big of an asshole he was. And all that shit he did. Like, I think there was, like, that one restaurant where he went in and, like, treated people like shit. I hate when celebrities go to restaurants and they treat the people like shit. Funny enough, I remember, like, one restaurant gig that I worked. We had a couple of big hotels right down the street. And funny enough, we ended up getting the football team from St. Louis. They showed up. And they were all super nice, super chill. And it was, again, big team and everything. So we had to split it up. And they were great. They were wonderful to our servers, to everybody else. I wish I had gotten the chance to serve them and everything like that. But I was shooting the shit with them and everything like that. Not even just talking football, really. And everything. Because like, they were just ordering so much food. Because football players eat a lot. And, they were like, yeah, pull up a seat, sit down with us, man. It looks like it's dead out front. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll sit down and chat with you guys. It was great, too. And the hotel wouldn't send the van to come pick them up. And I'm like, the fuck is this? And I was like, you know what, guys? Like, me and some of the other people are getting off of work soon. We could drive you down to the hotel if you want. And they were like, nah, we got to work off all that food anyway. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they did. I just saw them running down the highway back to the hotel. It wasn't far at all. It was like if they're running at the speed that they were at, they probably reached it within like 3 minutes tops. But it was funny. They were great. They were absolutely fantastic, though. They left our servers big tip. Like they heavily overtipped. We had in Roadhouse one time, we actually had Trey Flowers there too from the Patriots. He came in. Yeah, my buddy got to serve him, got a photo with them. And it was great too because Trey Flowers is super huge. My buddy Josh is only like 5'8", 5'9", so it was funny. Is this the PC version? That outfit isn't on my PS1 version. Actually, this is the Dreamcast version, as it says in the title. And you can tell because my layout is a Dreamcast. Very interesting version to play. It's got two new outfits that weren't in the other ones. Although I think these outfits may have ended up in the PC version because I own the PC version, like the actual disc for it. But I don't know. I don't remember if those outfits were included in that back in the day. I can't remember because it's just been so fucking long since I played that,
chill.
I always love this puzzle. It's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, Dreamcast version's great. Right? Yeah, the puzzle's got a really good sound effect. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's one that you just don't really think about. You just enjoy it, right? Oh. Oh, bullshit. Bastards. Oh, yeah, no, everybody hates that water puzzle. But I'll tell you this, and I've been trying to tell people this for a few years now, honestly. I've been trying to say, it's like, guys, like, it's not the worst, it's not the hardest puzzle. Like, literally, the hardest puzzle in this game is the clock tower puzzle. The clock tower puzzle with those, like, the past, present, and future times, that puzzle is a nightmare. It doesn't even make sense how you solve it. Yeah, the clock and the gems. Oh, fuck yeah. I wish they would release a mini retro version of it like they did the mini as... Well, yeah, like, I don't know what... I mean, Sega even released a Genesis. A Genesis mini. So I don't know why they didn't do a Dreamcast one. It's mind-blowing. You can load it up with things like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Power Stone 1 and 2, Sonic Shuffle, which I know everybody fucking hates and everything like that, but I love playing that game. You know, there's so much that you can fucking do with it. And they just don't. It sucks. I hate it, honestly. Like, I would love for them to do better with that stuff. Again, I don't get it. I mean, trust me, I wasn't expecting a Sega Saturn mini. Believe me, I wasn't. I know that's not gonna fucking happen. They just want to seem to bury that console and don't let you remember that it exists. But the Dreamcast deserves a Dreamcast mini. And think about all the great games that Sega had by themselves on there too. They had a plethora of amazing games on there. So, I don't know. I wish they would do it. I actually have an NES Mini and a Super Nintendo Mini still factory sealed. Because one of my friends, she worked GameStop, and she actually came across one and got it for me as a gift, and I'm like, no fucking way. AT people want right now. Hell yeah, guys. 21 likes. Let's fucking go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In the walls. It's in the goddamn walls. I should get that as a soundbite for the channel. I should really do that at one point. I think that's like the only like joke that stuck with people in that. Oh yeah, oops. See, this is what I get for talking, and I messed shit up. I don't even remember what the name of that show was or anything, but I seen that episode and that episode only. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I technically think the thing was made famous by Markiplier because he quoted that on like one of his streams. I mean, I would love an N64 mini, but I don't think they're gonna do an N64 mini because you essentially kind of have that already if you think about it. The Nintendo Switch. You know, the Nintendo Switch has N64 titles on it. So I think that's why they never made a mini. And now that the Switch 2 has GameCube games on it, what's the point, right? Which I think is stupid. But I know how these businesses think. They're just like, well, why should we make this when we can just, you know, we can make these and probably turn a decent profit, but how about we just get a Nintendo Switch online ID from them, and they'll have to pay this, and we can expand it. And honestly, I bet they're fucking probably doing that. I saw that the guy who was in charge of Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser, I see that he's working for Hasbro now, and I really stopped and thought about it, and I'm just thinking to myself, what did he even do when he was with Nintendo? Like, he got Reggie's job. I don't remember him doing anything. Bastard. No, it's not. It's not aliens. It's some weird puppet show. It's like all puppets and stuff, and it was really kind of freaky looking. But it's like this guy name's is like Blark or something, and his buddy comes over and like ties him up. He's like, I've been in your head before. I know how you think. I want to contain you. He's like, well, you want to know the only problem with that? He's like, what's that, Blot? And it like zooms out, and it's just a pumpkin on a body with a wig. He's like, I'm already gone. And like he got out of the thing somehow, and he got in the walls, and his war buddy's just like, he's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls! And he pulls out a fucking assault rifle or something. It's so fucking weird, man. I literally do not remember the name of this goddamn show either. Double dome split, baby. Fuck yourself. You bastard. That thing took a shotgun blast to the chest, shotgun blast to the legs, and somehow still fucking lived. Also, this cold air is really starting to do like a number on these bottles. Like, they're popping over here and shit. No, it wasn't Team America. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. Oh, it's called Blark and Son. Yeah, it was really a very disturbing looking show. It came out like, damn, in 2018. I don't know if it's still, I don't know how many seasons it had. Oh, it ended in 2021. Yeah, it was a really disturbing. Basically, the fucking puppets in this look like Mr. McMeaty. You guys remember that shit? It's nightmare fuel like that. It's really weird. Yeah, so it was a weird show. Yeah, it looks like I don't know if it had like a proper series finale and stuff. Oh my god, Christopher Mintz Plaze was the son in that? Oh, so it looks like they only had 25 episodes made. Okay. So it had 2 seasons. All right. Damn, these things keep going. All right, I'm going to have to shut this window. Give me a second here, guys. Ugh. Woo. All right. That was cold.
Hey, motherfucker.
That was cold. Yo, Scuba Steve! What's going on, dude? Remember for 1 month on the NES level. Congratulations, dude. Roast stream Friday, Tony stream Saturday. Perfect. Yeah, I couldn't fucking sleep. So I just decided to, play some RE3. Oh yeah, definitely can't go wrong with RE3, my dude. There we go. Now, I think this is the one that has the fuse inside of it, right? Yes, I was right. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna, honestly, just gonna choose to escape out the back. I got a guardian angel with a rocket launcher. I was honestly trying to hit that explodey barrel thing. Oops. Run away! Oh shit, he shows up? Oh crap. So wait, I got the fuse. Right, I know where I gotta go. Oh fuck. He's mad. He pissed. He big mad, as Becky would say. You big mad. You big mad man. Woo! I mean, I wish I could sleep, that's for sure. It's like I said, my sleep schedule sucks right now. So we almost got everything. I just need to get the hose. The hose. Yeah, I still got to pick another day for a the arcade members only day. For those of you guys who don't know, if you're a member here on the channel, you get access to not only emojis, but you also, and depending on the tier level, you get access to videos early, and you also get fucking birds. No, you don't get fucking birds. But you also get access to the members only stream that we do here. And that's just like, it's much like a row one. You just hang out, you know, just talk, shoot the shit, maybe play some games. That's literally all we do there. You know, just a way to like kick back and relax with people. Because like you can't. This is like what I hate about YouTube and shit like that. I would love to do like a members only, or not even just like members only, just like just chatting stream, like a kick back, relax one. And a lot of people won't show up for it because a lot of people show up for Resident Evil streams here. But that's what I'm trying to get people to understand is that, you know, you should come out for all the streams. You should come out for all these and have a blast, you know? You bastard. You bastard. Fucking dickhead. But yeah. We're going to be doing probably like 2 of those a month. So I mean, we already did one of them, and it went really good. Oh, 2 for 1 special. There we go. Wait. Yo, Cat Shark. I haven't watched the video on that yet. But I did hear that there's kind of a controversial thing. I guess like the good and evil thing got taken out or something. Is that right? Oh my god. Wait, what was the other one? Adraville. Okay. I spelt this wrong. Oh, okay. The biggest gripe is they took out the good and evil aspect. No more transforming into the to show that you're evil, and people aren't too happy that the male characters walk with an apparent sway in his hips. What? Like he's got like hip movements like a girl does? Well, it's still early, so they can patch things in and out. But did they give a reason why they took out the good and evil aspect? I enjoyed that. I know Proxy does, because he probably went around Fable being like the most evil motherfucker possible. I took 2 shots and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 shots and I got 6 headshots. Let's fucking go. They did keep the most important part though. You can punt the chickens. Oh, that's pretty dope. But yeah, we'll see. You know, I played Fable 1. I liked Fable 2. 3 didn't really catch me that much. I remember playing it and it was just like, yeah, it's okay. I didn't really take to that one. I think I have it too. Wait, hold on. Let me check. I do. Fable 2 and 3 right on the shelf. Hey, wait, what? What? Oh, that's right, because he was there at the rocket launcher at the thing. That's why. Man, that's kind of a bummer, don't you think, Cat Shark? That they did that? I really hope they do give us a reason why they decided to do that. I think fans are kind of owed that in a lot of ways, because that was one of the most defining traits of that, you know? So, well. I'll still get it because it's Fable, but I'm mad that I can't grow horns. They do have it so that people will hate you depending on how you are. So you can still be a piece of shit. You just don't transform into, like, you know, like with horns and evilness and stuff. Yeah, okay. Still weird. But I'm sure we'll find out someday. Hey, 24 people here right now. Thanks, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are entertained by this and shit. Greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do. It helps the stream get discovered while it's going, and it helps the stream get seen afterwards, too. Fucking birds. Yeah, I want to know what Fable, that new Fable's gonna be like, though. I really got to check that shit out. I said, we'll see if I don't know if I'll play it on stream or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The director claimed and the team felt the morality system doesn't fit their game. So I assume this isn't the original people working on the game. This guy's not a zombie. He's just drunk. Reminds me of Fallout 4. I wish they would have kept the karma system in the game. What do you mean karma system? Was that in Fallout 3 or was that a New Vegas thing? Because I only played a little bit of what do you call it there? New Vegas. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I didn't hate it. I thought it was actually pretty fun. Oh, it was in Vegas. Okay. I just want to be evil and kick chickens and bed many wives.
Stars.
Yeah. I believe Prime gave out New Vegas for free a while back. Interesting. Yeah, just keep eating your snack, dude. Don't pay any attention to me. Yo, Given Soul, what's going on, dude? Zzz. Well, I mean, I never went to bed. I couldn't really fall asleep, so... You can get different followers in Fallout 3 based on your karma, which I thought was cool. They are remaking Fallout 3, aren't they? I think someone said this in the last chat that we had. But if that ends up getting made, I'd be ecstatic about that. So it is, okay. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it, man. Because Fallout 3 is technically the first Fallout game I ever played. I didn't even know what Fallout was. I never heard of Fallout before. So it was crazy. And I remember, I think I talked about this last stream I had. But after I played through Metal Gear Solid 4 like a fuck ton of times, I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to buy a new game. So I went to GameStop. I was going through the PS3 games, and I saw this thing, Fallout 3. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, why does this look like I Am Legend? Okay, you know what? I'll check it out. And I was fucking hooked. And the fact that Liam Neeson's your dad is pretty badass, too. So.
Okay. Nikolai won't be joining us.
Fuck Nikolai. You a dick.
I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
I mean, I know if New Vegas gets a remake, everybody's going to lose their fucking goddamn minds when that happens. Because people say that New Vegas is the best Fallout game that was ever made. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, my GameStop closed down last year, unfortunately. And my buddy Sam was kind of like the guy who ran the place, essentially. And then he's at a different place now. But yeah, my GameStop was right up the street. Now most of them are all gone.
No, the brakes are out.
And see, here's the problem with GameStop closing, right? Because of GameStop being like they were, they closed down almost all the mom and pop stores. So all of those mom and pop stores are gone now. So there's no place to get retro games. Now there's a few places here in New England that I know about and everything. One of them that I go to in a town called Taunton. It's called Bowser's Basement. There's one in there, and there's one in Plymouth. I know the guy. I've been shopping at his store for years. Nice guy, really a nice guy. But because, yeah, like I said, because of GameStop, all of them just closed down. They're just gone. And it sucks. Because where do you get retro games now? Because say what you want about GameStop. Believe me, I have said plenty about GameStop. But at least, at least they've, what do you call it there? At least GameStop had a bunch of deals with their games. And their games were cheap, too. Their games were cheap.
Here's a gift for you.
Oh, you got rushed, so that's how you discovered it. Interesting. Okay. I mean, the only thing I could think of when it comes to getting any kind of video games now is a flea market. That's the only place I could think of. And the thing of it is, you guys see the wall of games behind me and stuff like that. You see all this. You know that, like, I'm a big-time collector and everything, but at the same time, it's fun to collect this stuff, but when it gets too expensive, it just kind of ain't worth it that much anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna, like, pick up games here and there, don't get me wrong. I'm going to do that, but it's kind of few and far between. You know what I'm saying? Oh, arriving today. Carbon steel foldable grill. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let us go. So oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Hey, that worked out. Is it gonna work again? Oh, damn, I got that in the face. Okay. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Anyway, so with the big storm that we've got coming, because I think, yeah, Werner, you were talking about it. Yeah, we're getting that storm on Sunday. It's starting on Sunday, but just in case the power goes out, what I'm gonna do is I got a tarp coming. I'm gonna put it over my fire pit, and I'm gonna go out there every time that as long as I'm able to, and shovel out the snow, and what do you call it there? I'm going to shovel the snow off the tarp the best that I can, and if the power goes out and we need food, I got cooks. I got things I can cook. I got potatoes, got meats, and I've got a what do you call it there? Whatever the fuck they're called. My brain is blanking right now, guys. But I've got food that I can cook on a grill. And I bought firewood, so I've got all that as well. So we're pretty good to go. Damn, 20 inches in PA, that's crazy. We're supposed to get over a foot, supposedly. Which, really, that's not that bad, I feel. Alright, I'm just gonna switch over the Magnum now, because I've got enough to make all the shit that I need, so... And I just need the reload tool. Do I have enough to make more, or is that... Nah, I don't really have enough to make... Nah, I don't. So I'm just gonna find a few more bees and I'll be good to go. But either way, I mean, we've got a ton of fucking Magnum ammo now and everything, so... That right there. Get those keys. Take back the health. Don't think I need the lockpick, but we'll take it anyway. $120 bullets, I think, will carry us through this game. Yeah, like, that's the problem, Cat Shark, you know? Mom and pop stores that are around now, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, shop with them because they own stores where rent is outrageous. I went to this one in, I think it was like Springfield, New Jersey when I was filming. And, Nemesis. I walked in there. The store was nice, but the people just really weren't that nice to me. I told them I was from Boston. I was here filming and everything, and, you know, they didn't seem to care. And I was just like, okay, you guys are kind of unfriendly, man. Like, here I am talking to you, and, you know, just being nice, and you guys just don't seem to give a fuck. I wasn't being annoying or weird or anything like that, you know? I was just asking them, you know, about some stuff, and I bought a couple of things from them, but overall, I just really wasn't, like, satisfied with, like, how I was treated when I was there. I mean, I'm sure that was, like, 3 years ago now, so I'm sure that, like, those guys are gone now. Oh, shit, we did. We hit 30 likes. Thank you, guys. Greatly appreciate that. Wait a minute, Cat Shark. That may have been the one. Oh, no, that was in PA. Sorry, you were saying. Yeah, hold on. Let me... Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, wait. This might be the store. That looks like it. I believe this is the store. Yeah, oh, yep, this might be it. That's the one that had the TV in it, I think. I remember I even tagged them on Instagram stuff. They saw it and never shared it. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess, like, you know, you guys really aren't that cool, I guess. You know, I mean, like I said, I was trying to be nice to everybody, but whatever, man. You know, you try to be nice to people. You do what you can. Like, don't get me wrong. I've worked in the food industry, okay? I know what a bad day is like, but I never took it out on the people that came in, unless they were dickheads. I have this game on OG GameCube unplayed. Not sure if I should fire it up or save it. Wait, dude. Dude, is it factory sealed? Do you have this factory sealed for the Dreamcast? Cheeks! What's going on, dude? How you feeling, man? Sealed on GameCube. Dude! You've got it sealed on Don't open it, man! Seriously, don't open that. That thing's if it's still factory sealed, that's worth some fucking coin, dude. Bust it open. You guys are assholes. Was tempted a few days ago, but I heard it's worth some. Dude, no, it is. It literally is. Like, because the GameCube, I think it's the GameCube ones. Something tells me I think they're more expensive factory sealed than any of the other ones that are out there right now. Maybe not the PS1 titles. Or maybe the GameCube one was, because the GameCube one didn't have that many made. So. Scuba Steve! Damn you! Oh, yeah, then after he's like, yeah, you know what? Let's go get McDonald's. I haven't been up to get that in forever. God, like, I still say to this day that Big Daddy is Adam Sandler's best movie that he ever made. That's his best movie. I will literally fight anybody in the octagon to prove them wrong. Just buy the digital version and keep the... oh, yeah, that's true, Conjure. So, yeah, David, if you have a PlayStation 5, you can buy this game on the PS5 now. And if you already had it on your PlayStation 3, you get it on your PS5 for free. Big Daddy and the Wedding Singer. Yeah. Wedding Singer is a pretty good one, too. But I really liked how it was kind of... I felt Big Daddy was the turning point that Sandler needed to go into more serious comedy at that point. Like, he could be like taken as a serious actor, and he did that shit well. He really did. Oh, damn, yeah, dude. If you get that shit graded and everything like that, that'll be a hell of a pretty coin right there. Although, if you do plan on selling it, I would wait a while. I would definitely wait a while, because retro games are only going to get more expensive as time goes on. Freaking spooters. You know, retro games are only going to get more expensive as time goes on, so your best bet is to save it for like another 5 years and see what it'll be at that point. I guarantee you some GameCube games like those, they're gonna, especially factory sealed, they're gonna reach $1,000. Retro gaming isn't like, you don't see games go down in price that often. It's very rare that you do. I remember Earthbound went down in price when it got released on the Wii U, and I really should have bought it for, like, I think it was like $280, and it was in great condition, and I really should have fucking did it, and I didn't. All right, I'm looking this shit up. RE3 Clock Tower. All right. Left to right. Crystal, obsidian, amber. What? It literally said... Oh, wait. I should type in Dreamcast version. I think it's different on Dreamcast. Amber, obsidian, crystal. Okay. Yeah, Sandler's early years of work was good, but I'm so glad people are discovering how good Click is. That's a really good movie that'll fucking rip your heart out, dude. It really will. But I think just like with how Big Daddy went, you know, he was a guy that never grew up and he was always acting like a kid still. And it kind of mimicked his real life. He was still a young guy. He was making goofy comedies and he wasn't really evolving, right? And then, you know, he started to evolve. He had to. And he did through that movie, I feel. And it's just a good movie. You know, he falls in love with that kid when he, like, you know, obviously he wasn't supposed to have the kid. And he raised the kid. He was helping him. He was getting him to understand. And then, like, as Adam goes along, he becomes an adult as well and learns things. And I just think it's a great movie. It's got that classic Adam Sandler humor in it, but it works. It works on so many levels. Bought a copy of completed Tekken Tag Tournament for the PS2 for like $37. Felt like I overpaid it, but it was the only one I could find. $37 for Tekken Tag Tournament? That's insane. Again, it all depends where you buy this stuff, too. Because a lot of these stores, unfortunately, they do oversell, I feel. I remember there was a place in Salem that had video games, and I don't think they're still around anymore, but it was just like what they were asking for no-name PS2 games, and this was like 13 years ago. I'm like, you assholes fucking high? You want like $10 to $15 for no-name PS2 games? Like, get the fuck out of here. I was just like, that is some grade A bullshit, dude. Oh, yeah. Yo, Chad, what's going on? I mean, either way, Tekken Tag Tournament is a game that just keeps on giving. My buddies and I have been playing Tekken Tag Tournament since the arcade days, and a crap ton of it on the PS2 over the years, and we absolutely love that game. I'm fine. How the Sprouse twins started their career? Essentially. I love how, like, all the ammo just spilled out. Like, she was reloading and it all just got knocked out of her hand. Damn dodge mechanic. I was gonna say, he still has rockets? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Jill.
Weren't they on Friends first as Ross's kid? Was that their first? Or...
Jill! Jill!
was that their first?
October 1st, night. I
No.
woke up to the sound of falling rain.
Or maybe it
Can't
was.
believe I'm still
I think it may have been.
alive.
I agree. Tekken Tag is like a personal gem of mine. Probably my favorite OST in the series is next to Tekken 4. Hell yeah. Actually, Conjure, I have a episode of my podcast here on the channel dedicated to Tekken 4. So if you like Tekken 4 and everything like that, go check that out. I have a friend of mine, she joined me for that. And because that was her favorite game, was Tekken 4. So it was great to have somebody on there that was their favorite game. Yeah, because then they got on, like, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I don't remember if... like, those twins turned out okay, though, right? Like, nothing bad happened to them. Because I know... what were the twins that did... oh, that's right, when they did the Everybody Loves Raymond reunion special. One of the twin boys, he passed away, I think it was. Grace Under Fire, Big Daddy, and Friends. Okay. Grace Under Fire. What? I don't remember that show. I know I didn't watch it, but I know it was like kind of in the same context of I think like shows like Ally McBeal or something like that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and like it was on like it was a I don't remember it. I didn't watch Ally McBeal either. Like I never really cared for that. That show, because again, I think a lot of those shows at the time that they came out just really weren't aimed at like people like me because I was still young. So, although that clip of Robert Downey Jr. being in the show and singing Sting's "Every Breath You Take" was actually really interesting. No. Just let me get through to the hospital because I'm gonna need one after all those bites. Oh, they told Disney to shove it? Yeah. What were they getting like unfair wages or something, or were they being abused on set or taken advantage of? Like, were they doing all this extra work and not getting pay for it? Wouldn't be surprised if that's how it was.
Penis!
There also appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow. However,
Nathaniel Bard. I bit my ass. 104 on the slip. Okay. You know, I don't understand. Like, they wanted creative control. They were just kids, though, right? I mean, I could kind of understand Disney not wanting to give them creative control, honestly, because that would be, who would give that to a child? You know what I'm saying? Because they were still like they were still pretty young, weren't they, when they were doing Sweet Life? And then like they did like, what was that, like the next one, Sweet Life on Deck or whatever. I mean, I could be wrong. They could have been like 14, 15 years old and had a good idea on how to do things. But I'm sure they have a lot of money left over from what they did. I remember watching Frasier as a kid and thought it was pretty funny. It is funny. Frasier is one hell of a fucking TV show. I usually do a rewatch of it almost every year. I remember like watching with my, like, I watched Cheers when I was a kid, and I was probably a little too young to really understand Cheers, but I still enjoyed it, especially characters like Norm. You know, Rip George Wendt. He passed away last year. He's my favorite character. And I remember my dad and I would watch Frasier, and I didn't really understand Frasier a lot because of the like everything that Frasier and Niles said right over my head. But characters like, you know, John Mahoney's character, you know, of Martin Crane, and, you know, Daphne and everything else that was in there, and Roz, those jokes I understood. So. All right, hold on a sec, guys. Be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry, I just had to check on my dad real quick. So what was the thing? Disney, they pitched a spin-off idea to Disney, and Disney denied them, but tried to steal the idea. Figures. I have friends that work for Disney, and I don't know how the fuck they do it, knowing that that company is like one of the worst companies in the fucking world to work for, you know? I assumed, what do you call it there? I assumed at that point, by the time they were talking about this new spinoff, they were probably smart enough to know what it was. Oh shit, what was it? 104? Yes! Okay. Like, yeah, I will. Hmm. It's just, you know, it's just really shitty that these big corporations are like that. They can say, "Oh, we're trying to be protective of this and everything like that." It's like, what are you gonna do with the sweet life of Zack and Cody? Like, how are you're not gonna reboot that, you know? So ridiculous. 34 likes right now, guys. Let's fucking go. Whoop. I actually should have left him alive, because if I did, then the hunters wouldn't show up out here. Oops. Oh well. Take that, motherfucker. Woo! Now, thankfully, this is an easy puzzle. I remember my buddy Josh and I actually having problems with this one back in the day. It's 1, 3. Hey. Oh yeah, Brenda's song wasn't that. I forgot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think the first time I ever really like noticed who she was, it was in that what was it? It was because she was in Until Dawn, right? I think that was the first time I ever really noticed her. Because I didn't watch The Sweet Life. By the time, like, The Sweet Life and all those other Disney shows like that came out, I was, like, way out of the age bracket for it, you know? That was way after my time. I mean, I was still watching stuff on, like, you know, like, reruns on Cartoon Network and everything, but... when was that era of Disney? I mean, I wasn't really like the biggest Disney kid growing up, honestly. My buddy Stick, who you guys have seen on my streams here, he was the bigger Disney Channel guy. You know, he was. I remember when I'd walk across the street to his house. He'd be watching like Even Stevens and all that kind of stuff. Oh boy. Hooray! They're dead. Oh, it's the quarry she was in. Right. I still didn't like that game. I really tried to like it. I really did. And it's not bad, but the thing was the story for me was kind of bleh. You know? It really wasn't a game that I liked because of how the story went. Like, just the fact that there's, like, all these people are werewolves or whatever it was. And, like, all these other people are this, that, and then some. The story just didn't have a good connection. It just... After a while, I was like, it's trying, but, kind of forgettable at this point. I'm pretty sure Disney messed up a lot of their child stars. Nickelodeon definitely did. Dan Schneider definitely belongs in jail. He's the reason Jerry Trainer, Crazy Steve, Spencer, and iCarly. Oh yeah, no, he did. I remember hearing that he got blacklisted for the longest time, but I think he's fine now. I think he's good now. I think like ever since like that whole thing came out, I think that he actually is okay at this point. Ah! Come on, you bastards. Fucking ass clowns. Disney just feels like a factory when it comes to those kids shows. Why give up any control to Sprouse when they can easily just do the same show with a new group over and over? Yeah. I don't know. It just... I didn't like when... Especially when Nickelodeon started going into the live-action route, which was never really Nickelodeon's thing. You know, for Nickelodeon, their bread and butter was cartoons. Sure, there was things like Hey Dude and Salute Your Shorts. And of course, you know, they had like Double Dare, Nick Arcade. But it was still primarily about cartoons. But then they just, I think during, like right after that Avatar era, during it, they really started leaning heavily into that kind of shit. Cartoon Network did too, if I remember correctly. Again, that was long after I stopped watching Cartoon Network. I would only watch like reruns of you know, Ed, Edd n Eddy and that kind of stuff. But the reboot of Malcolm in the Middle is coming to Hulu, and it looks as chaotic as it used to be. You know, I was never really the biggest fan of Malcolm in the Middle. I watched it when it was on, but I never really dug it that much. It really was never my thing. But I would watch it. Wasn't Power Rangers on Nickelodeon? Oh, Good Burger was always be legendary. Fuck yeah. So Power Rangers was because, you know, Ham Sabam, he owned that for years. Then he sold the rights to to Nickelodeon. Oh no, sorry, it was shit. Which one was it first? Was it Disney or? Hold on. Yeah, Walt Disney got it. Yeah, it went from Haim Saban to Walt Disney in 2001 with like Time Force and all that stuff. Then it went back to Saban Capital Group in 2010, and then Hasbro. And like Hasbro, technically, it's like it was like Hasbro Nickelodeon kind of thing. Well, Fox Kids was like a subsidiary. Like they worked with Haim Saban to put that show on there, but he owned all the rights to it. Fox Kids was just like the broadcasting channel, you know? But it was crazy because it was the Disney era, and we got one of the darkest seasons with Power Rangers RPM. It's nuts. Yeah. You know, Fox Kids, yeah, like, I mean, Fox Kids, Kids WB, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, all these shows just had something to them, you know? It was insane as a kid to have so many options back in the day. Gonna need the lighter. All right. But we did. We had it really good back then. And then even like sub channels like UPN 38. There's a lot of, you know, other shows on there that were kind of more so for adults. Like I know like Rock was on there and some sitcoms were on there and everything. But they had shows on there. I mean, Dragon Ball aired on UPN 38 back then, like way back in the 90s. And I believe shows, what was the shows that also aired on there too that were big? Like they had like Jumanji and all that kind of stuff. There was a lot. So there was never really a dry spell back then. Although I really hated when what's its name? Stupid frog. When Cartoon Network would do like 24 hours of an Iron Giant, nobody needs to see that movie that many fucking times. Stupid dogs made me look bad. Was there really only 2 dogs? I thought there was 3. I'll take these. Yep, Sunday morning cartoons on certain channels too. Like I remember Channel 11 or WLVI. I mean, there was things like Sky Surfer Strike Force. There was, you know, Beast Wars. There was everything. There was never a drought. Beyblade, Metabots, all the Japanese shows that we got back then. Yeah, because they ended up having Jetix. Woo, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah, we had Jetix, and they gave us all kinds of shows. Like Flint the Time Detective was on there as well. Fucking loved Flint the Time Detective. Fun fact. The guy who voiced Flint's father in that show, Rocky Hammerhead, he's also the guy who does Rito Revolto's voice on Power Rangers. And he would go on to do David King's voice in Resident Evil Outbreak. And unfortunately, Bob Pappenbrook passed away back in 2006. So, damn, that means 20 years he's been gone. However, his son is one of the most prophylactic voice actors out there now. And that's Bryce Pappenbrook. You know, Cat Noir and Miraculous Ladybug, Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan. I think he's, what was it, Meliodas in Seven Deadly Sins. He's in everything. Inosuke, Demon Slayer. I met him, this was a couple years ago. It was like, I think right before the pandemic. Yeah, it was. Because my ex was turning, she and I were turning 30 that year. And he was going to be at Fan Expo. So I went and got an autograph for her from him, because she loves Cat Noir. And so I had him sign the game, and I gave him the game. And he's like, this is a PS2 game. I think this is before I started doing this. I was like, yes, but your dad was the voice. And I grew up listening to your dad on like Power Rangers and, you know, Flint the Time Detective and a lot of other shows. And Resident Evil is something that is a big part of my life. And he was one of the main characters in this. And he's like, no way. You know, it's so great when people remember my dad and everything. You know, it was really cool. And, you know, so he was great. Nice dude. We were talking martial arts because he's a martial artist and everything like that. Super dope. Fucking huge arms too, man. All right, let's see. This goes this way, this way. Nada. You got it. Let's go. But yeah, Bryce was a nice dude. He was super sweet. And I remember when I was talking to Richard Epcar, we were talking about, because I was talking to Richard Epcar last year at CTCon, or it was either last year or the year before. And I was talking to him, like, I got a Power Rangers print, because he voiced like a ton of monsters in Power Rangers. And he's like, yeah, I think I might have been this other one, like there was Bones or something like that. And I was like, actually, that was Bob Pappenbrook. And he's like, it's like, oh, I knew Bob for years. Actually, funny enough, I'm the one who trained his son to be a voice actor. I was like, really? You trained Bryce? That's insane. You know, it was you know, just fun shooting the shit with him and everything like that. And I actually met Richard before, but it was like 14 years ago, I want to say, because my ex and I and our friends that were in Florida, and one of our friends from England came in from MetroCon, and so we all decided to, you know, to go to the con. And my ex wanted to meet Richard Epcar because he was Ansem from Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts was like her thing, right? Like how essentially Resident Evil is my thing. Her thing was Kingdom Hearts. So, and I'd known Richard for his voice work on like Digimon, Power Rangers, and everything like that. So it was great to meet him and everything. You know, it was super cool, dude. And we were talking, you know, him and I were talking James Bond and stuff like that. You know, like our favorite ones. And he's always been a nice dude. It's like when I told him, I was like, yeah, it's actually been about 13, 14 years since I saw you. Like when I saw him, you know, at CTCon. He's just like, well, where you been? And, you know, we were just shooting the shit and everything. And, you know, it's always funny. He makes me feel so small because he's like 6'5", and you know, he's like 6'5". So for me, it's crazy because I'm only 6'1", so he really makes me feel small next to him. It's always been hilarious. Yo, Jables, what's going on, dude?
I'm quite impressed you've...
22 people watch right now and 36 likes. Hell yeah, guys. Let's get up to 40, okay? Actually, if we... Do I have enough ammo? Yeah, I got enough ammo. Fuck it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX didn't get finished dubbed, and neither did 5Ds. Kind of a shame. Ha! Gotcha, bitch. You bit me, bitch. Oh, I actually shot him. Ow! Yeah, it was a few monsters in the original Power Rangers before it became Zordon, that 2017 movie. Can't what anybody fucking says. That movie was what everybody fucking wanted, and they didn't go fucking see it. I was like, you all literally wanted that shit. That's the film you wanted. You wanted a darker Power Rangers. You got it, and you didn't go fucking see it. Because you listened to stupid critics. Ah! Oh, yeah, they ruined Goldar, all right. Like I said, the movie wasn't perfect. It definitely wasn't a perfect movie. But it was not nearly as bad as they said. I thought the kids actually did very well. I like the fact that these kids were from different backgrounds, but they all still essentially got along. you know, there was a jock that defended a nerd from these other jocks. You don't really see that often, right? I thought that was pretty dope. It puked on my titties. No. Was it directed by Michael Bay? No, it was not. But I think that the kids were really well casted at the time. And the other thing of it is, too, I feel that them having to learn how to use their powers instead of just, you know, getting a morpher and being able to, morph itself, I think that was a good touch. I really think that was a really good idea that they did for that. Now, I think it was stupid that the Red Ranger was the only one that got a weapon. I don't know why. Makes no sense, but... But, I mean, they talked about the Zeal Crystal. They teased Tommy at the end. And, again, I just don't understand why people didn't want to go see it. Like, all these fans that are Power Ranger fans, this was what you wanted for years.
No.
You got it, and you didn't want it.
Stars.
Yeet. Darcy Montgomery was really good in Stranger Things, and Naomi Scott was good in Smile, too. Yeah, like, they're good actors. They're very good actors. I actually think, I mean, like I said, I thought a lot of those, I thought they were all cast really well. And the guy who played Jason's father in Power Rangers, he was really good, too. And he wasn't just some hard-ass parent. He was a parent that really cared. So... You know, they did good with a lot of stuff in that movie. Yeah, granted, the Goldar fight was dumb, but I liked how Rita actually did something. Some people say that they ruined the character of Rita by what they did with her in that movie. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She was so much better in the movie than she was in, in the original series. In the original series, like they were restricted to what do you call it there? They were restricted to Japanese footage. Rita didn't start appearing until like season 2 when they got an actress to play her and they got the costume. Hold on. RE3 water puzzle. Fuck this noise. Aha! Here it is. Nope. Back it up. Okay. So, let's see. So, red. All right. Lightsaber Vader, I already talked about it earlier in the stream. That movie's... No. It's not good. It is not good at all, dude. Like, I tried, I really did. The best way I can describe it without spoiling it, if you're gonna go see it, it's a cookie cutter imitation of the video game. There's gonna be things from the game that you see there, and you're just gonna be like, what the fuck? You're just gonna be like, they really butchered this. Because they did. Like I said, if you want to go see it, I would advise against wasting your money with it. But if you really got to go see it, dude, go do it. You've just been warned. There we go. I think so. I think it was the same actress. problem is they just wanted to capitalize on the popularity of Silent Hill 2, and like I said, I won't spoil like the ending or all this other stuff, but it's just something that you watch and I'm like, dude, I'll play the game. Even if, and the thing is, if non-fans watch this movie, even they're going to be like, something seems off with this shit. I guarantee you. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, that sucks. Man, everything sucks. So my friends own a reptile business, and they've had it for a long time, and they had to close it down. Unfortunately, they're closing it next month, and I'm like, that's stupid. Feels so bad for them, man. But like, it's like they said, they can't keep up with the big chains and the Amazon stores. But the thing, like, you know, Amazon, and the thing is, Amazon's convenient, sure, but it's not always the best. And these other fucking stores that are out there and everything, you know, like, they don't care about animals like my friends do. Man, it sucks. Bang! Got your headshot there, bitch. Oh shit, do we hit 40 likes? It's showing me 39 on my end, but that's what it always does. It always shows like one thing and then it's like another. Lord Zed was more of a threat than Rita in the original Power Rangers. Just turned 31 and had a custom umbrella cake just in time for... Oh, nice, dude. Well, happy birthday. And yeah, no, like, Zed was powerful, but the problem is, like, Zed's also suffered from the same thing that Rita did. Zed could easily defeat the Power Rangers, but never did.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yo, Ken, thank you for the follow. You know, but like Zed was, I mean, he took on Tommy and like defeated him easily. To be honest, Power Rangers in the future, they need to do a lot. They really need to do a lot because the live action stuff, apparently there's a new live action one coming from Disney, but I think what they really need to do is go the animated route and adopt the comics. If they do not adapt the comics for like Lord Draken and everything else that they've been doing, you're wasting time. You're just wasting people's time at that point, in my opinion. Because those comics, when Boom Studios started, holy shit, they started doing those in 2016 too. That's fucking nuts. It's gonna be 10 years. So anyway, those storylines got dark. There was a lot of great moments in those too. Plus, like the thing, like where you find out that the reason why Lord Zed looks like he does is because of Zordon and shit. Like there's a lot, and like they have the Omega Rangers where, remember like in Power Rangers when they wrote out Zach, Trini, and Jason because of the contract dispute and all that kind of stuff, and they wanted to, you know, have more pay and all that jazz. Well, and at least in the comics, they did the same thing, but they made them the Omega Rangers instead, which was fucking dope. And it actually caused a rift because, you know, Zach, Trini, and Jason never told the rest of the Rangers that they became the Omega Rangers. It kind of caused a big rift between them. It was pretty good shit.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please evacuate immediately.
Here we go. Oh shit! Oh! He's getting an acid bath? Let's go! Oh, his arm fell off! Let's go! Ah, damn it. Asshole's dick whipping me. Ah, bitch. Oh, bitch. Fuck you. Get up, Jill. Oh. My shot triggered the acid valve. That's funny. I have never seen that happen before. In all the years of playing the games, I've never hit that when he died. God, this is why I love Resident Evil 3. So much crazy shit can happen. Yeah. Just go, you know. Just, if you want to see the Silent Hill movie, just go watch Jacob's Ladder. Just go watch Jacob's Ladder. Trust me on this, folks. It's 3! Oh yeah, when Nemesis loses his fucking head and he's still fighting and shit, it's fucking nuts. Oh. Damn fucking dickless ass zombies. More dickless zombies, let's go. Oh, Blew his kneecaps out. And he's still alive. Fuck him. Oh yeah, we hit. Oh, that's right. We hit over 40 likes. Hold on, guys. Let me get you here. All right, there we go, guys. So, yeah, for hitting over 40 likes today and everything like that, I have gifted you 5 memberships. So, William Lucas, Cossack Elder, Starshine Goomba. Hell, I love that name. That's awesome. Awesome 20456 and Nathan Hartthorne. 5 new members. So enjoy it. If you don't know what that membership does, you have access to the emojis that we have here on the channel. And as a member now, you get access to videos a lot earlier. And you also get access to the arcade member only party that we have. We usually throw those twice a month where it's members only. We all come in and just hang out and have fun.
Hey, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, this part. Yo, Darth, what's going on, dude?
So, you want to get out?
Oh, well, oops, didn't do it the right way. I don't care.
Jim,
Hey,
that's
motherfucker.
it. We've got to find a way out of here now.
Technically, I did do the cannon route, because Nikolai technically lives. That's all I got left, huh? All right. That should be fine. Famous last words. Oh! I think that's so dumb that Jill can't soccer kick their heads off like Claire could in RE2. The same week, I've lost my grandmother and my boss just resigned, so I've had a tough week. Dude, I'm so sorry about that. That sucks, man. I know what that, like, I was super close to my grandmother. She's been gone for about, like, 13, 14 years now. And, like, I was super close to her. Compared to all of her grandchildren, you know, it sucks, man. There we go.
Checking system. Checking data. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Just gotta check this for a second. Okay. Okay. Just trying to keep an eye on some messages because I got some friends that are going through some shit right now, so I just want to make sure that they're okay if they message me.
Connected.
Like how it just grows a penis for a leg. Like, the fuck? Nemesis and the penises, man. All right, guys, we're at 47 likes right now. Let's see if we can get this stream up to 50 likes. We're almost at the end, so I'm hoping we can hit 50. We generally do when I play Resident Evil 3, so let's keep that train rolling. Quick charge these nuts. Oh, you bitch. I love, like, busting its domes open. He literally just stopped me from running in front of that thing. Let's go! That may have actually been the quickest I've ever killed him.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
Oh, yeah, Nick. No, RE3 is... I don't know what your personal favorite Resident Evil game is, but this is my favorite of all time. No other Resident Evil comes close to this. Well, I don't know. Maybe Remake. RE1 Remake. But I'm a big fan. Like, now, if I have to give a non-biased opinion, if I have to look at the facts of every Resident Evil game and what they are and what they represent and what they've done, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I will place Resident Evil Remake at #1. No lie.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Yay, he did. I think I did it once. I chose to leave. Like, why give him the satisfaction? Because, like Resident Evil Remake, it's the perfect game. It takes everything about the first game that you loved, fresh coat of paint, and then doesn't really take away anything if you think about it. It only adds to the game. Lisa Trevor, it expands upon the cavern area, it expands the lab a little bit, the Shark Tank area, that's all new. Well, different from the original Shark Tank where it looked like it was just a small aquarium. Now it's a lab, you know? They just did such a great job with it. The bonus modes, the almost impossible thing to beat the invisible enemies and shit.
Thanks, you saved us.
I couldn't let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready to finish this?
Man.
It's coming.
Yeah. It's just the remake itself is just too incredible. There's really not a lot of flaws with it if you really look at it, you know?
It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President
All right, guys, we need one more like to hit 50. One more like.
Is the best course of action for this extreme situation and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark.
Look, anybody can get good with tank controls. You just have to put time into it. It's like anything else. You pick up a guitar, you're not going to be great with it at first. You pick up a gun, you're not going to be great at it at first. You know? You just got to put in the time and the effort and play these games. That's what I tell people all the time. And there it is. 50 likes on the stream. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs in the game. That's like not a save room theme. All right, well, that's great. We hit 50 likes. We got a lot of people watching today. And again, it was an early stream too. Yeah, lighters swinging, yeah. Ugh. 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 Yo, Zero, what's going on? I was happy I could catch this on my way to work. Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you for stopping by and watching. Greatly appreciate that. The RE Orchestra has to play this on tour. I hope they do. My friend actually got tickets for that. She got them. I'm very mad at her. But yeah, so while I got you guys here, before we end this, oh yeah, we gotta check the time first. We gotta see how good this is gonna be. $2 and 18 minutes. That's not bad. That is not bad. Cool. Okay. Hell yeah. Cool. Oh, man. So, but yeah, so while I, oh, JJ knows he can't do better than me at this game. He even admits that this is my game. But yeah, no, so while I got you guys here, one of the things I want to talk about is I am still working on the Twisted Metal retrospective. That will probably be out in February. It depends what my artist can do for the art that I need her to draw for me. And then, because I'm working on the video for Twisted Metal 2 right now. 1 is complete. 2 is being worked on. 3, I've already recorded the data. And yeah, so those will happen. And then after that, at some point this year, we're going to be doing the Max Payne games. That's going to be my next retrospective. Because I really love Max Payne. We could be getting that Max Payne remake this year. So I'd be really interested to see what that's about. But again, I love the Max Payne games, especially 1 and 3. I played 2 only like once or twice. And for some reason, it didn't grip me as much as the first one did. I think I just really loved the first one so much that I didn't care for the sequel. But a lot of people say that the sequel is better. So I'll be looking forward to going back and playing that. So yeah, so keep it here, guys. Again, if you're new or you're just catching the stream now, make sure you hit the bell to get notified, because my channel doesn't really notify people unless that bell is clicked. A lot of people have missed a lot of my live streams and videos that I put up and everything. They feel bad. And I mean, you shouldn't feel bad. It's not your fault. It's the way that YouTube is. But that's the way that you guys can go about helping me, is by doing that and interacting with the posts that I do here on the YouTube community tab. And of course, obviously, thumbs upping any of the videos that I put up, because that helps big time. So yeah, it's going to be a busy couple months coming up, but it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a lot of great videos. And of course, plenty of live streams to come. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. we'll see how tonight goes, Saturday night. We'll see what happens. But either way, thank you all for watching. See y'all next time. Take care. Have a good one.